is what we like to call the after show. Please subscribe, like, and dance around. We are all geolocated. If you're watching us on YouTube, I'm in my studio, my home recording studio. Justin's in a whoa, wow. It could be a prison. Justin's in prison.
It's a masculine room. It's just very austere.
Oh,
and austere.
Rebecca's in South Africa. If you're watching on YouTube, there's Lake Tanganyika.
Wow.
It's the only lake I know in Africa. Is that the lake or the sea?
This is just a River Cowie. River Cowie.
All right, River
Cowie.
Okay,
Beautiful,
okay.
beautiful.
Same parents, different timelines, and united by chaos. Strap on, strap in, for the not-so-Christian brothers.
You jumped in on Thursday, but you also heard it all. And were you getting incensed or annoyed about?
I was getting incensed. Like, we're here now for the Sunday after show, and obviously we're all in different places, but we've very strong opinions. Okay, firstly, I want to say Meta is not going anywhere. So what's going to happen with that is that 18-year-olds will just they'll get a slap on the wrist following this case, right? But 18-year-olds will be accessing it and not under 16s, which, to be fair, Simon Harris has been advocating for.
It was the 13-year-olds that was the problem, under 13.
But, like, they're not going anywhere. This whole thing, Justin's like, oh, because I know Beatrice and Justin's whole lie, like, a lot of their careers, YouTube and, social media, people have careers to it. And you're like, this is all going to go out the window for many people when Meta is closing it all. It's not going to happen anytime soon. It's just not. So why is he making that face? So I think they'll get a slap on the wrist.
I'm just streaming live.
Oh, you're streaming live.
Sorry, Rebecca, just to be clear, because some people, I never said it was going to go anywhere. I said there was going to be a change in the way it operates, and that there will be accountability, greater accountability, which is about time that it has happened, and that has happened in other, social media platforms. The one that particular people were just allowed to abuse each other. The one that came out of Croatia that was closed down about 10 years ago. So I think there will be.
No, but,
I'm not saying it'll disappear. I'm saying there will be accountability, like the cigarette industry, like the booze industry. We realise there's parts
Justin
of it
said
really
something
bad.
about it could be gone for people.
No, I said that. Justin was
20% of six and unders. 20% of 6 and unders in the UK have a phone and are accessing social media, guys. That's a massive statistic. So I'm absolutely thrilled this case was taken. I think more cases are going to come. It's going to be a nightmare for them, but they're not going to go anywhere.
Well, I mean, the big problem,
they're mammoth.
The big problem with big problem. Can I just say
that.
Can you hear me? The big problem with 20% of 6-year-olds are under having phones is a parental problem. I think their parents should be taken out and beaten, not Meta, for that. Because
it was not a parenting issue. Yeah,
that's a parenting issue completely, and that's where an awful lot of this is going to collapse.
I agree. Parents,
because we don't parent. We don't parent
and
anymore.
Justin spoke very well, actually. I think Justin was saying mental health wise, he doesn't get affected by social media. He uses it. He, abuses it. He, gets what he needs from it. He moves on. But there are people that get very, soul destroyed from social media. And I know I have to take breaks, come off it. I know because of work, I find being on it a lot can be very intense. I know algorithms can be skewed. It can be very all-consuming. There's the comparison narrative. So some people really struggle with it, particularly people whose frontal cortex. If you're talking about young people looking at this stuff all day, it's a nightmare. So look, anyway, but I want to move on to the 50s housewife, these, trad wife. I want to become one of these.
A trad wife?
He's really advocating for women to just go back to their roots. I am a trad wife.
My wife is a traditional wife. She works from home. She looks after the baby. She looks after the house. She loves being out in the garden, growing veg. My wife, she's more than happy to do that.
She does the dishes.
She does well, sometimes she does the dishes. Most of the times it's me with a clap around the back of the head. Do those dishes, would you?
So is this in light of the conversation we had on Thursday about the Nanosphere? The Manosphere, not the Nanosphere. That's a new one when they're going to talk about their nans. My granny used to beat the shit out of me.
The reason why I'm so violent is because my nan beat the shit out of me.
You guys need to
Manosphere.
look at Thursday's show. Justin and Colm went head to head on this because Colm's views are that most men should be lesbians, and I really, that's beautiful.
Okay, on the basis that people may only be watching this, and clearly men can't be lesbians. This is an ongoing below the belt joke at Justin. When he realizes I'm winning a conversation, he goes for the lesbian. But so my point was that I am absolutely happy with men becoming men and being masculine, and I think those lines have been blurred, and women being women. But I just don't know where it is. What is 2026? What is a man? Because every time I hear somebody tell me what a man is, I'm going, well, a woman can be that as well. So should we then stop women being competitive, stop women being in sports, stop women wanting to have equal opportunity in the world or equal pay? Is that the way we go back to being a man?
I think you're pushing it to the extreme.
No, but then okay, so all I'm hearing is what it isn't. I'm not hearing what it is. It's the bullshit I'm getting all the time, all across the internet.
You're just trying to be controversial for controversy's sake here, right?
No,
So
I'm actually not. I'm not being polemic. I'm being honest.
You are.
No, you can't say that. You can't say that.
But the point of what I'm saying is not how we define a man. It's just how we encourage them. And when I grew up, I was encouraged to be strong, to fight, to engage, to be in sport. And
men are still encouraged to do that.
No, they're not.
So there's no men in sports anymore.
There is, but you'll find that predominance of schools have shied away from that, and that there isn't a competitive edge to it. And if you don't give them competitive sports, like a lot of boys will want to fight, they'll want to do martial arts, they want to go to boxing clubs, they want to play rugby, they want to play soccer. A lot of them don't, right? I mean, I didn't raise a kid who was fighting, right? Luke has not been in martial arts, he's not been a boxer, he's not into rugby, he plays soccer, right, which is probably one of the less physically aggressive sports. But there are lots of boys who grow up who need an outing in terms of what they're dealing with and sports.
So if I have a son and I don't encourage him to fight, then he's not a man.
It's not that you're encouraging it.
If I have one of them, I just said to you, I have a son who is not that. But what I'm saying is there is a sizable marginalized part of society which Manosphere really spoke well to, who are dangerous. And they're dangerous because we're not dealing with them at a societal level. And until we recognize that we have to bring these marginalized white men back into the fold and give them a place where they can be competitive, aggressive, involved in sport, where we speak up the idea of being competitive as a successful idea, because that's what's been sold to them by these influencers.
We don't have.
Scott Galloway does very well, which Jimmy Carr does really well. There's some fantastic men in the media who are speaking up for young men, and that's the space that the space I'm advocating for. It's the reason why I joined this podcast. And I think we need to do it better.
No, okay. This is such a grey area, and this is why I'm getting a bit annoyed about it. Because first off, we don't have a problem with men going into sports, boys going into sports. We don't have a problem. If you let me finish, we don't have a problem with guys being masculine without going to the level of misogyny. You know, climbing the trees, getting in the fights, all that sort of stuff, growing up and learning the hard knocks in life. We don't have that problem. We don't. Yes, you're not going to let me finish. There is absolutely a certain percentage of guys that feel that they're left out, but there always was. I mean, we remember them in school. We remember them back. They were always there. Now, unfortunately,
those guys were not violent. So the hard element of school were not violent. The guys who were left out are those folks who get marginalized in society, right? This is a smaller percentage. The point is that the aggressive folks had a place to get out. Maybe they thumped the head off some kid. Maybe they thumped the head off people on a football pitch. But what we've now created, and adolescence shows that really well, and Manosphere has built upon that if we don't speak to these marginalized young angry men Somebody else will, and the only way that they'll communicate with them is with more anger and aggression.
But what Manosphere are saying is it's okay to go out there, it's okay to be aggressive, it's okay to be a man again, it's okay to, all you want to do in life is have cash and money. It doesn't matter who you're hurt. So that's over there in the Manosphere, and a woman has her place. You're saying the men that are disenfranchised, we should be going out to them and saying it's okay to be mildly aggressive, it's okay to be competitive.
That's not what Justin's saying. That's not what Justin's saying.
So what are we? So tell me what you're going to tell them. Okay, so tell me what you're going to tell them. What are you going to tell them?
I'm going to tell them that it's okay to be a young man, to want more, to be competitive, to want to have some level of self-determination in your future, and go after it. Go out there and get it. Just like Jimmy Carr tells people, just like Scott Galloway tells these young guys. You don't have to be aggressive towards them. You don't have to create any magic. But if there's nobody speaking to them, somebody will. And
but I can see it
Colm,
all over society where people, especially in sports and in business, where people are still promoting men.
Manosphere. Ashling Murphy.
Yeah,
people are being murdered.
Colm, women are murdered.
You're saying that's society as a whole now. There is a disenfranchised part of
Donald
male
Trump,
society. But what you're saying is
all of this right-wing aggression is just all built around male dominance, and it's because it's destabilized. We've allowed it to go the other way, and now they'll vote in Trumps, they'll vote in right-wing governments because they want change.
But what you've just said there a few minutes ago about what men should be,
I have to go.
is moving towards Manosphere anyway. I'm just not seeing where we're getting these people.
I think that's exactly it. You're just not seeing it. So I'd refer you to adolescents.
No, I have seen adolescents.
We need a part two.
Educate yourself. And come back
no. Because people have all these ideas of why things shouldn't be, and nobody has the proper path of where it should be.
Ridiculous explanation.
I'm not doing ridiculous explanations.
I'm not here to give you an explanation. I'm here to say to you why I think we have disfranchised young men in society. My God, if you don't think we have them,
I just said we have.
So
but I'm saying we're not conquering it.
We have promoted excessively the rights of young women.
Trust me, Jimmy Carr is not going to save. Jimmy Carr is not going to save the disenfranchised males. Jimmy Carr is not going to save them because we are not properly dealing with it. Okay,
I have to go.
We're not properly dealing with it.
Great show, gentlemen. Love it very much.
Okay. Thank you.
Please
subscribe and follow. We'll come back to this topic next week. Thank you for joining us.
I'll get to say something next week.
Tell us what you think. Are we mad? Are we mental? Probably all of those things.
All of the above.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're having a conversation. We're having a debate, and that's what we have to have in society.
Well, I wish somebody would.
I'm exhausted. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Like and subscribe. Thank you.